this point, we want to take the data that we have here, and it's for the edge of the rod. We want to go ahead and move this data over to graphical. Now, video with points we've already done, so we're going to go to the data file here, and then open in graphical. Once we do that, we can take this data and notice that it's going to be the edge of the rod. I'm going to go ahead and format this data into a table. So once it's formatted into a table, let's just go ahead and share this with, I'll just open in Microsoft Excel. So now it's saying that it cannot connect to the server. So let me just diagnose what this problem is. And I'll just select on my home button. All right, let me go back. All right, let's try that again. All I have to do is go back to graphical and go to share. Then open in Excel. All right, beautiful. So now it's open. Of course, we want to convert and edit. Make sure that it's in the appropriate folder. Right now, it'll just save anywhere. So I'm going to go back to Physics, Brass Eric, and I am going to go to rotating, 2 more radii. And we're just going to save it there. The name is already there and all of that. So of course, one of the things I want to do is open up each one of these columns so we can read the titles of them. I don't want to just start closing off stuff, guessing. There's no need for guesswork, not in this particular case. So time we don't need according to the theory, so we're just going to hide that. X we do need, Y we do need, the X velocity we don't need, and the Y velocity we don't need. So again, we're just hiding those, not deleting. So let's go ahead and select on column B and then select our handle down here. Drag over. I'm going to go ahead and copy that information. And then we want to go back to the edge of the rod. You'll notice that some of the things that we've been working on so far are here. So I can just select on the edge of the rod. But if you are in doubt, you can always go back to your Dropbox folder, then Brass Eric, and then 2 more radii, and select on edge of the rod, first name, last name. So it should, the appropriate name should be 2 more radii. We'll change that. So I'm just going to select on B, columns B and C, and then I'm going to paste that data. All right, and notice the calculation is taking place immediately. So again, we have the square root of x squared plus b squared, plus y squared, and then we have our average here. So let's go and check and see how far our data goes. All right, so we actually need to fill, drag this down, and then we need to select on this value, and let's just select on the column. So all I did was touch inside of the function here. I'm just going to select on the column now, and you'll notice that it changes to F:(F). And I'll drop my keyboard, and you can see that the average radius for the edge of the rod is 0.197, or approximately 20 centimeters. How about that? So we can just get out of this. We're going to go ahead and go to Dropbox. Go into that, and we should see all of our stuff come up here. And so the file that we want, we need to change the name. Everything has been done here. We need to change our name. We don't need the second piece of tape, I don't believe. Nope. We don't need the edge of the rod with our name. We need the edge of the rod with the first name and the last name. And you'll notice that we have our second piece of tape here and then the edge of the rod. And this data I can see immediately. So we want to rename this. Let's rename this 2 more radii. Hey, how you doing?
Good morning.
More radii. Brass. Eric. And make sure you put your own name. Don't put my name. Put your name. You might be in a mindset of just, let me just push through. So when you guys submit this, I'm going to be looking for 2 more radii, brass, Eric. All right? And that will be the conclusion of this particular experiment.